Okay, I've got an update for this Jacobs super ball bearing chuck. It's a super chuck. You can see that. Okay, this arbor was broken off in there. So I put I think it was October 18th, I put a YouTube video. I put a video up asking for people to give me just a short one. It's only 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And I got a reply back from a couple of people told me to try things. But Brad Johnson here, he suggested from the information he got from the website, Jacobs have a really great website. So that's a Jacobs 14N. And he suggested that, it's written right here, you can look at the video and his comments right there. But basically he said, drill a hole through the back of the chuck, 1/4 inch to 3/8 and punch it out, like just press it out with a drill rod. I used a bolt. And he says at the end, he says that 14N is a great chuck. They are well worth over $250. For me, it's over $320, I think. Well worth the hassle to get the broken arbor out. So, he kind of motivated me to try this. So I did exactly what he said. I can't really see, and there's not enough light. But I drilled a hole through the back here. And as a matter of fact, I drilled a quarter inch hole right through the whole arbor because I figured it would take a little pressure off there. And then I drilled a 3/8. And guess what? I got an early birthday gift. Tomorrow's my birthday, so there it is. And it came out quite easily. I watched Old Mob 455. And this guy, I watched him. He's a very knowledgeable guy. He's got all kinds of videos up there. And I watched Devin Graham. They each have videos of pressing out the arbor same that way with a pin. They drilled a hole, same as me. And I wasn't really worried about anything happening when I did this. I was more worried about destroying the chuck. A machinist gave this chuck to me, and if he couldn't get it out, I think either he didn't have time for it, or forgot about it, or just couldn't be bothered. Maybe the place he's working bought him a new chuck. Whatever reason, he gave it to me. He said it's been sitting in my drawer for 17 or 18 years, and he said just take it, try your luck with it. So it's out, and I just happen to have the right arbor. This is for my drill press. Figures 8 stuck in there now. So the one I really need is I want to use this one on my lathe, and you can see written right here, Morse taper. So it's MS3. That's Morse taper 3 and JT3. You can see that pretty clearly, I think. Jacobs taper 3. So the taper on this end here is the Jacobs taper, and that's number 3, and this is a number 3, but this is a number 2 on this end. That would be for my drill press. So I'm gonna punch this one out next, and I'm gonna put this. These arbors aren't expensive. That's a Chinesium chuck. It's not a good chuck. The drill bits tend to slip in it. It's a $15-$20 chuck. I bought it on sale. I think it was $15. Everything you see here was around $30. The arbor, they go for about $10. On sale, you can get them for maybe a bit less than that. I've got 2 of them. But I think what I'll do is I'll keep these for smaller bits, and then any big jobs, I'll put the bigger bits in the super ball bearing chuck here. I think super, it should be called super because they're super expensive, and but they're supposed to be super good chucks. They have ball bearing underneath this shoulder here, and when you tighten them down with the key, it's supposed to not need too much force with this key. And I'm going to try it out, and I'll let you know what I think of it. But that's a great addition to my shop. I'm looking forward to using it. And it doesn't have It doesn't appear to have a lot of wear. There's, the odd scratch and nick and stuff, but I'm hoping it's in good shape. The rebuild kits for these are not cheap. I think it's like $150 for these 3 jaws, and the nut inside, which comes in 2 pieces, and the ball bearing, and there's a washer. So the ball bearing and race. But I don't think this needs a rebuild. You can see it comes together pretty nicely at the end here. There's some chips in there from drilling that through. But, so I'm pretty happy about that. I got a few more videos of plowing snow. Last week was a really rough week. We had a snowstorm on Sunday night, Monday. I worked 22 hours straight. I don't like telling people how many hours I work because, I'm sure you guys out there are doing as much as me or more. But I'm not afraid to say I was tired after that. I started late in the day, so I'm starting my shift after being up for 8 hours. So I was really up about 30 hours. But I was trying to take it easy during the day, so I'd be rested up to do the night shift. And there. The next day, I just moped around. I didn't do very much. But then on Tuesday night, it started snowing again. And Wednesday, we had another, I think it was almost, the numbers weren't correct from Environment Canada, but in total, between the Sunday morning until Thursday morning in 4 days, I think we had almost 60 centimeters, between 50 and 60 centimeters of snow, 60 centimeters being 2 feet, that's 24 inches, and 50 centimeters being, that would be 20 inches. So that was a lot of snow to get in a 4-day period, and it took me a while to recover from that. We still had to work Thursday and Friday, and the weekend I was just kind of moping around. I'm starting to feel great this week, but I'm glad it's not snowing. But winter's not over. There's no way this is the end yet. I think in all the years we've been in business, March might be 2 or 3 times I didn't do snow removal in March, but it can happen, but not likely. So I'll get a few more videos together. There's my little chunk I got out of there. It pressed out pretty easily. I pressed it in the vise. I had a socket on this side, like a large, inch and a quarter, inch and an eighth socket, and on the other side I just had the 3/8 bolt going into that hole, and it was pushing against here, and it pushed out pretty easily. I was surprised. I think drilling that 1/4 inch hole right through lengthwise, it took a little pressure off. So I want to thank Brad Johnson. There's a wealth of information out there. I've learned so much from YouTube and on the internet, and that Jacob site is awesome. It's got a lot of stuff, a lot of information. I think these chucks are made of a type of material I'm not familiar with. It's called unobtainium. This is not the kind of chuck I would run out and buy. It's just not really affordable to the average person. But getting it like the way I did, makes it that much more of a bonus, because, now I got a great chuck, and should get lots of years use out of that. So I want to thank you for subscribing, and I know I got quite a few new subscribers in the last 2-3 weeks, and also thank you for watching my videos. I got a couple more. I got at least a half an hour of video of snow removal last Wednesday, but I just haven't got around to putting it up there yet. So give me a couple of days and I'll throw some of that up there. They're night videos. I don't really like taking the videos at night in the dark, as I know you guys can't really see very much. Even myself, the person that took the video, I can't even really make out where I was on my sights. But the daytime videos, I'm usually all done by 7 in the morning when the sun's just coming up. So I'm supposed to be finished everything before 7. So it's kind of hard to take daytime videos. I do take them, but usually at night. I mean, usually on the weekends. So don't be shy. Give me a thumbs up. And just like Brad Johnson and some other guys that have left me comments, it's really helpful to spread information, and I really appreciate getting the comments. Some other guys out there, I'm thinking about buying a skid steer, so I'll be looking for information on those, what the best model is, and what they recommend. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but I'm hoping over the next 6 to 8 months I'll have one. So click the share button. There's like 10 or 15 different ways you can share these videos. Click the subscribe button or thumbs up. Helps a lot. Thanks a lot.